morning. We're at the Reserve Grand Champion pond. This koi here that was chosen as Reserve Grand Champion was a very close call between this koi and the Grand Champion. This is a younger koi. It's only 4 years old. We were asked questions on age of koi. We don't look at the age at all. But in terms of it being young, you can see this koi is still going to keep growing. It's going to keep filling out. And it's got a lot of potential going forward to even get a lot better than its amazing state at the moment. Just a bit on the history of this koi. This is a bloodline, a SAKKS bloodline in Japan, one of the biggest breeders. And its parent koi, its oyagoi we call it, was a very, very famous koi called S Legend. S Legend possibly is certainly put down as one of the top 5, if not the top koi in the history of koi. So this has got a really, really good bloodline in it. S Legend won, I think, 3 or 4 Grand Champions in the big shows in Japan over a number of years. So it's certainly got the genes in the koi. Yeah, so that's really just a bit about the background of the koi, and I'll maybe ask if anyone else wants to comment on the color and the quality, the individual components. Perhaps Bernie?
No, actually, I don't really want to talk about those things at all. This wasn't my immediate choice for the Reserve Grand Champion. There was another koi in this vat. When we came down to discuss it, we looked at some photographs, and stuck on the photographs was these words, net damage, which was occurring here. And there are some things on this koi, you can see some scratches on the head, and those were the little things that made me put this fish behind the other one. Now, that's acceptable at a koi show, but once you know what it is. So we came back for a second look, and I immediately went to this one. But I want to talk about something completely different. Dean's talked about the origins and the history of this koi and its bloodline. Those are very important things when you're buying a koi. But when you're judging, all of that's history. I always say it's the 5 Ps. The price, the passport, where it comes from, the pedigree, the breeder, previous performance of other shows. Those things are an irrelevance. When we're judging, it's how it appears now in contrast to the other fish. And the thing that seems to always be missed when we finish a show like this is the other very, very important thing about this show. It's the koi keeper. You look at all of these fish, they belong to the same person. So do those over there. We're looking at the work of a really good koi keeper here, and I think that needs to be acknowledged more than its past history and so on. So that's how I'm going to leave it.
Yeah, I think Bernie and Dean have covered most of the things. Talking about kiwa, the kiwa is very good on this koi, and there's very little sashi, but again, we didn't. In balancing it over, we decided that the other koi, Kahaku, was the Grand Champion, but a superb Reserve Grand Champion, and one which I'm sure we'll see at many shows in the future, and probably taking Grand Champions at other shows. So congratulations to the owners, Steve and Colleen, and happy to answer any questions that anybody might have. Kevin, you normally have some questions.
The Shiroji on the Kahaku?
The Shiroji is excellent, really is. Again, body shape is very good. Perhaps slightly less volume than the Grand Champion, which was another small point which pushed the Grand Champion ahead of her, but still a beautiful koi. The head flows beautifully into the body. It's got a nice thick peduncle. The heat quality is very good, and the pattern's very appealing. It jumps out to you as you get to the pond. Wow, that's a lovely koi, and the luster. So, yeah. Right. Thanks very much for coming along, and once again, thanks to all my fellow judges. The guys that helped us in the judging teams, they're not here, but we really appreciate what they did. They make our work easy, and I'll thank them at prize giving. But a lot of them were veterinary researchers coming to help us for the first time at a show, so we really do appreciate that as well. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of the show.